Need a server? Instead of going to IT for a racked server, why not use cloud-based servers? At UnRack, using a server is as simple as select, start, stop. Join me for a demo of UnRack. To get started, you'll need to sign up for a user account and then log in. Upon login, you'll see our dashboard, which indicates started servers and the number of servers that are turned off or stopped. Also, you'll see the number of server configurations available. At the bottom of the dashboard, there's a status of the number of server hours used for the month, the current bill, and the projected month-end bill. To begin using a server, you need to select a server from the server configurations list. You can select a Windows server or a Linux server. Once selected, simply hit Start. You're immediately prompted for the server name, the number of servers you want to start, details you want to note about those servers, and optionally you can enter a tag to help you categorize your servers. Then proceed with Start. Starting a server from the configurations page brings you to the servers page. Started servers are indicated with a green status bar. Stopped servers have a red status bar. Server tags are displayed, which allow the server list to be filtered using filters on the left of the display. Servers can also be filtered by operating system, start-stop status, and by name. The activity wheel indicates start or stop operations in progress. Windows servers start in about 2 minutes. Linux servers start in about 30 seconds. Going back to the dashboard, we can see that the number of started servers has now been updated. Clicking on the started link takes us back to the servers page, but now it's pre-filtered to show only the started servers. A started server has its IP address displayed just to the right of the stop button. To access a Windows server from a Windows machine, copy the IP address, bring up Windows Remote Desktop Connection, and paste the address into the computer address window and hit return. After launching the RDP application, you'll immediately be prompted for login credentials. For Windows servers, the default user account is administrator, and the default password is UnRack ! Where the A is replaced by ampersand. The details can be found on our passwords page. We've configured all of the standard server configurations to prompt you to change the default password to ensure that your servers are safe and secure. For accessing a Windows server using a Mac, you'll need to use an application called Cord. See our support page for those details. And now, here's your new Windows 2008 server. Now we'll collapse the remote desktop connection window and proceed to the Linux server we started at the beginning of the demo. To access our Linux server, copy the IP address into your clipboard and use your favorite SSH client to log in. For this demo, we've chosen PuTTY as our SSH client running on Windows. After launching PuTTY, hit Ctrl-V to paste the IP address into the host address window and hit return to initiate an SSH session to the server. The default username for our standard Linux servers is admin, and the password can be found on the passwords page. The standard Linux servers are also pre-configured to prompt you to change the password upon initial login. After the new password is entered, the SSH session will be terminated. Simply relaunch the SSH session and log in using the new password. And now, here's your new Linux server, configured with your new password. Going back to the UnRack servers page, let's now filter the server selections to show started and stopped servers. For stopped servers, there are a number of operations available. You can save a copy of the server to a server configuration using the Save As command. During a Save As, you are prompted for the configuration name. The default details are those of the original server. Also, you can edit those details and add a tag to help categorize the server configuration. After hitting Save, you're brought to the Configurations page. And after the configuration is saved, you'll be able to launch servers from that server configuration. If you are done with a server, you simply delete the server. The delete operation cannot be undone, so before proceeding, be sure that you are indeed done with that server. Going back to the configurations page, we can see that the number of configurations available has been updated to include the server we just saved. That server configuration can now be the basis of a new server simply by hitting Start. Thanks for watching the demo of UnRack's Select Start Stop approach to server management, the simplest way to manage servers.